The second thing is to make a list. Make a list. And with that, so now I write down a list of things I want to accomplish today. So I want to do this, I'm going to mow the lawn, I'm going to do the dishes, I want to clean my closet, I want to read for 30 minutes in a book. And so I make a list, and then as I accomplish it, I check it off. Okay? So that's the second level of goals. I'm writing it down and I'm checking it off. The third one was actually write the goal. And this is in more words than just a list. So lawn, mow the lawn. This would be today, I write the date, I'm going to mow the lawn, I'm going to take some time with my family, and I actually write out the goals in more detail than just a brief list. The next level was to write the goal again, but this one is more specific. Specific and clear. So I found that as I was reading and learning about setting goals and living my life, I learned that being specific and clear, so I look into my future, okay, in 5 years, so April 23rd, 2019, what do I want to have accomplished by then? And so I'll take my little journal, I'll open it up to the page, and I'll write on the top of the page, April 23rd, 2019. And then I'll write, wow, my life is so amazing. I have just created all of these things. The past 5 years have been the most amazing years of my life. And this is why. Right now I am sitting on a beach in Hawaii with my wife and my family. We're on this family vacation. We've been here for 2 days already. We've been eating amazing pineapple, and it tastes so amazing, and it's the waves, the sound of the waves crashing against the beach is so incredible. The smell, I can smell this. And so as I'm writing about my goal, I'm writing about it as if it's happened and it's happening. And I'm using emotion and adjectives to describe it taking place. And have any of you ever done this before?
Write goals?
Yeah, in a specific and clear way with emotion. So I'd encourage you to try it and see what happens. Because writing it from that way, it's as if it's already happened. And the more clear and specific you can be, the more you can actually feel it, the happier you get, the more excited you get about the goal. And then read this. You want to read this at least once a day, probably twice a day. Right when you wake up in the morning, because that's when your mind is really good at accepting information into the subconscious, and right before you go to bed. 2 important times of the day to go over your goals. Specific, clear, with emotion. And then the next level is vision board. Okay? And so this is, not only is it clear and specific, now I'm taking a picture of what I want, and I'm putting an image, not only an image that I've created in my mind, but an image that I have found that I want it to look like this, and I create that image. So, and in a little bit I'll take you into my room and show you my vision board and how I've created that. So those are the levels of goals. So you can start out this way and you'll accomplish some things. You can move it up, you'll accomplish more. Move it up even more, move it up even more, and to the vision board, now you're accomplishing some incredible things. And what I found, so as I started, the first time I started to use an image was in 2010 to get our home here. As we were looking, we knew we wanted to buy a home, and so we looked on the market, we found this house pretty quickly, and we felt encouraged that this is the house we should get, and we really wanted. And so we took a picture of the house, we put it as the back screen of our computer, we also had it as the back screen on our phones, and every day we would look at that house, and we're like, oh, this is our house, look at our house, isn't that so exciting, we love our house. And then we were living in Orem at the time, but we were still working in Fredonia on the weekends. So we had that 4-hour commute every week. We'd come down, work 3 days, and then go back, and we were both in school at Utah Valley University. And so on our way home, Monday mornings, we would drive to St. George, we would park out on the front road, and then we would get out and just walk up to our house and look at our house and just look at the yard, and we would feel as if this was our home. And so that's the first time I used an image to create a goal. And we got our home, we started looking in February, and it took us 3 weeks until we closed on our house. And so it happened really, really fast. And so as we noticed that, we're like, wow, having a picture of what you want and then looking at it every day makes things happen even faster. And so that was amazing, but it still wasn't a vision board. And then